Andries can get back into the fight, I think, because Thomas is tired. Another right hand by Hearns. Isaac Herrera has refereed 31 world title fights. Either he's undergoing amnesia or he didn't learn very much in those fights.
Because regardless of whether Andries is now able to right himself and get back into the fight, Herrera took unnecessary chances with his health in the preceding round.
I mean, Andries was in no condition to continue. He's flopping all over the ring. The fact is that with all of the flop downs at the time Andries got to regain himself, while Herrera cleaned his gloves, he went to the canvas, I think, 6 times in that round. Thomas needs to collect himself right now. He's obviously in control of the fight. That might have been a 3-point round. The 6th. I don't think he can lose a decision at this point. He just must be very careful that Andries doesn't get back in the fight and that he doesn't run out of gas.
Well, just as Herrera is open to question, certainly any official who scored that round 10-9 is open to question too. But now Andries is starting to rally a bit and has Hearns against the rope where he can be most effective.
Absolutely. Thomas is dead tired right now. We will see if he can get a second win. But right now, Dennis Andries, the champion, is the pressure of the 2 fighters. There is no spring in the Hearns legs. There is no snap in his punches. It's possible to regain it, but during that time, if Dennis Andries has the ability right now to jump on Thomas when he's trying to recover himself, he could do some tremendous damage. Body jab by Thomas, enough. And then the right hand, but it deflected off Andries' shoulder. Oh, those body punches by Andries. He scored a left and 2 rights to the body of this round, and they will take away any spring that's left in Thomas Hearns' legs.
And you see the awkwardness which sometimes makes Andries look so bad, but in other words, makes him, or in other ways, makes him so effective. He's not at all afraid to get hit. We have come to the end of the 7th round. We'll be back.
Once upon a time, millions of us roamed the bathrooms of America.
We're bull shavers, convinced we had to use shavers with all kinds of expensive extras.
But we don't pay an arm and a hoof anymore, 'cause us bull shavers are becoming
Bic shavers. Bic gives us an extraordinary shave at an extraordinary price, without bells or whistles. To pay more makes you, well, bullheaded. Try the Bic for normal or sensitive skin, and you too will have a beef.
With bull shaving.
Know what I'm doing? Feeding my lawn. Know what I'm doing now? I'm feeding my lawn. Yep, I'm still feeding my lawn. And look at my thick green lawn. It loves what it's eating. New Hyponex Lawn Fertilizer. Hyponex is higher in essential nutrients than the leading national brand. And its time-release formula keeps your lawn greener longer. Guaranteed. What am I doing now?
Feeding your lawn!
No, I'm feeding my dog.
Try new Hyponex lawn products today.
We are back live in Cobo Arena. Round 8 of what has become an odd fight. And champion Dennis Andries, holder of the WBC World Light Heavyweight Championship, may, at least in my estimation, have just won a round for the first time in the fight.
I think he did win the round, and I think he can continue to win rounds if he puts pressure on Thomas. The key punch, I think he should use that right hand to the body. If you remember Thomas's losses to Leonard and to Hagler, in both cases, it was a body punch, I think, that contributed in a large part to Thomas's running out of gas in both fights. It started with the beginning of the end. Andries can really thump with that right hand to Thomas's left side, and he should be trying it more often.
Hearns has always possessed the spectacular torso with the washboard stomach, and often fighters of that description do not take body punches as well as you might suspect they could.
Yeah, I think it's also tall fighters. There's a theory in boxing, if you get very stretched out, you don't take it very well to the body.
We'd like to alert our local stations along the line that at the end of this round we'll be taking a station break. That right hand missed. missed by Thomas Hearns.
We should report that between the last 2 rounds, Ralph Citro has not even come into the corner, into the ring to work on Thomas Hearns' eye. That eye has been closed.
Actually, it's the cut which has been closed.
Excuse me. Yeah, the cut has been closed.
Quite correct.
Another right hand up high in the head of Andries. Andries has been down coming into this fight only twice in his career. In both cases, it was right hands high on the head. He takes a punch on the chin better than he does up in the temple area.
He went to the canvas 5 times in round 6. 2 of those occasions were not called knockdowns by referee Isaac Herrera.
One clearly was. The other time it was just Andries unable to stand up. The Hearns corner getting very excited about that combination, but at this stage, Thomas doesn't appear to have the power to hurt Andries.
But a good inside right flush to the side of the head.
Put an arm punch, Jim. I mean, with no leverage of his body in it at all.
We'd like to alert our local stations. We'll be back. More of Hearns and Andries right after this word from the stations themselves.
The dream, to unite the forefront of automotive technology with the heritage of elegant British coachwork. Introducing Sterling, the advancement of the European luxury road car. Connolly leather and burled walnut set the Sterling standard of comfort, while advanced Japanese engineering delivers reliability and exhilarating performance. Sterling, the dream is born.
Test drive the new Sterling at your authorized Sterling dealer.
Rubens presents the feast that made it famous. A 25-ounce sirloin for 2. Marinated in wine and spices and charbroiled to your taste. It's served with everything that makes a feast, and carved right at your table. Rubens Classic Flank Steak for 2. Now only $11.95 per person. But hurry, at this low price, the feast isn't forever.
The time